Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly Edmonds of Wired Learning Designs, where we create online courses and teach others how to do that as well. I have a really good tip for you today on creating an online course. My course blueprint service is becoming really quite popular, so I'm going to start teaching about how to create those. One of the things that I always start with when I create a course or create a blueprint or a plan for a course is to figure out what theory I'm going to follow. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh boy, Kelly, theory, academic, it's just way too much. But it really has become the foundation for all my courses. You see, I've been designing curriculum for years and online courses for about 15 years. And at one time, I was feeling like something was missing. I wasn't sure if my course was going to be good enough, if students were going to learn any from it. And I realized what I was missing was sort of a theoretical or basic framework for it. Something I could follow while I built it. Just like if you built a house and you put down a really strong cement foundation versus something that is wood or on stilts. A really solid foundation will make for a stronger house. So I've been using those all along, and I'm going to share with you 2 learning theories today I think that you can apply. The first one is called the experiential learning cycle. I love using this particular theory for designing a course. So the experiential learning cycle starts with an experience for your students, and then a bit of time to reflect, and then some learning or teaching, and then experimenting with the idea. And then you go back to an experience again. So it's a really all-inclusive type of learning activity. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're teaching graphic design. And when you're teaching something like that, you have to have an eye for design. But how do you teach that? Well, maybe start off with an experience. Ask students to go off and find a couple of graphic designs and critique them. Without any teaching yet or any sort of strategies given, just have them critique it. Think about it, come back to the class online, have a discussion about a graphic you found and why you liked it. Or a graphic you found and why you didn't like it. It's in those moments then it becomes a teachable moment. So they've gone out, they've picked up what they like, they've critiqued it in their own sort of amateur style, and now they're much more aware and more bought into and awake for the lesson when you start to talk about some of the elements of graphic design. So then the last step, the experiment, you could ask them to go back out again and find graphic designs that have some really great elements in them. And this is just one lesson, then you can eventually get down to actually creating graphic designs. But you see how you start with experience and you start where they are and you really pull them in, and it's a much more engaging way to learn than just lectures right away. So that was experiential learning design. So I hope you learned something a little bit about theories, and if you can find out more about how to build a really great online course through my website, Wired Learning Design.